Hi YouTube, I'm making another video. My aim is to add more evidence to the research in my last video, which asked questions as to the involvement of the EU, NATO and the Israelis in the reports of the bomb attacks in Brussels. Thank you for all my new subscribers, much appreciated. This video will include links to a number of security firms that are connected to Brussels Airport and this British multinational defence technology company called QinetiQ, which stands to make billions from new equipment that they just happen to have perfected, showcased a week before. That will clearly be used in public places, netting them a small fortune. So basically the European Union has funded a 4-year programme up until 2017, uniting companies to research airport security, which includes automatic identification of cargo and mock-ups. We can see by this report that QinetiQ and Verint and another Israeli specialist company are working on different methods of security, and please remember that name Verint as well. This company, QinetiQ, had an international exhibition for the national security in Abu Dhabi on the 15th to the 17th of March of this year, and they're showcasing this new generation of wave body scanner which has been developed by the TSA, and this technology is designed to identify security threats in densely populated airports. It was developed in 2015, and according to this link, it's an upgrade which enables them to operate to scan crowds and search for anomalies without the need to disrupt the flow of foot traffic through the area. It can then detect objects that are carried or hidden, such as explosive devices and assault weapons. I think it's a clear case of problem reaction solution. Cause a problem and then come up with the equipment that taxpayers will fund to the tune of billions of pounds, no doubt. And a quick look at the unscrupulous nature of the company. So we can see the ex-CIA director George Tenet was an independent non-executive director. In November 2007, the National Audit reported that taxpayers had lost tens of millions of pounds when this company was sold off. The 10 most senior of whom gained £107 million profit on a £540,000 investment. They're also involved in the RFID tags for the radio frequency identification. So we can see where the future of security at these staged events has taken us. It's also interesting to note that 197 UK business leaders signed a letter backing Britain to remain a member of the EU in the Times newspaper, and one of the people who signed it happened to be Steve Wadey, who's the CEO of QinetiQ. And I think it's very important to note that the Brussels Airport Company already planned to invest more than €550 million in the infrastructure of the airport up until 2020. As I mentioned earlier, one of the other companies that was involved in the European research on airport security is Verint Systems, which is an Israeli-American company. Verint holds a stake in a company called Oryx, and Oryx is a spin-out of QinetiQ. Verint is also linked to the Brussels Airport security systems. Claims that shares were down as of January 2016, so they're obviously looking to make some profit, as they did after the Paris attacks. ICTS, which I also mentioned in my last video, which is also an Israeli company, but they've got subsidiaries in the UK and Europe. Also involved in the Brussels airport security, and curiously as well, they were also involved in the 2009 Amsterdam airport with the so-called underwear bomber. They were also the security in Paris in 2001 with the shoe bomber, and they were also the security at the supposed Boston airport when the hijackers of the 9/11 event supposedly got through. ICTS were also the security at the Moscow airport when a supposed suicide bomber got through in 2009, killing 35 people. Verint and ICTS were both security at the London bombings. ICTS was the security for the buses, and Verint ran the security for the rail service. Security cameras were turned off on the bus, and the bus supposedly came to a stop outside the Tavistock Institute, which also happens to be the officers of the ICTS UK division. It's also very telling that on the 17th of March, the current control checkpoints changed at the airport so that all passengers had to go through this one area. So what I've tried to show you in the video is that security companies that are involved in many other false flag events are companies that are about to make a huge profit from equipment that was already created, and the fact that the airport was investing in changes in the infrastructure show that this event was staged, and that the people who have staged this event stand to gain on many different levels. So thank you for listening. I hope to make a third video on other research. Thank you. My name's Annie Logical, and I'll catch you later.